Good morning. It is day 7. Got up this morning while it was still dark. It doesn't get light until about 6:15. The moon was still bright. Got a fire going because we were starting to run pretty low on stove gas. Ended up just camping right by the water last night. There's another little flat spot, but it's a little sloping and it's sort of up a hill and kind of bushed in, so we just figured this was nice enough. Everybody's we're kind of close to everything here, so we don't have to haul our bags up anywhere. So we just set up right on the flat rocks that the low water in the river have exposed, and that's kind of awesome. Yeah, yesterday we paddled until about 4:45, and we were both pretty tired. I think the sun took a lot out of us. The kids finally took a nap and made it, through the rapids into a section of the river where there is a motorboat access. It's funny, as soon as you get into areas where there's motorboat access, the fishing's not as good. But I did catch a fish, which I caught and cleaned on the GoPro that Huddy threw into the water yesterday. So I filmed myself cooking that up as a nice morsel there before bed. Dinner yesterday was beef pot pie, rehydrated, which was really good. We just Tori basically just bought beef pot pies, cooked them in the oven, and then crushed them all up and dehydrated them. Today, we're going to try to bang off about 17 kilometers, but we have no portaging today, which is great. Yeah, so we're going to get some rain today. It might cool off a bit, I don't know, but beautiful morning, relatively warm out. It's about 6:30 right now, and looking forward to another beautiful day here on the French River. I haven't looked at myself for a week. Potentially a rainy day, so we're going to get your newt suit on. That's your newt suit. Well, 4 days left on this adventure, and we're getting low on oatmeal because Wesley is apparently a bottomless oatmeal pit. So that's what me and Tori were eating. So anyways, fortunately we brought a good amount of pemmican. This one is actually deer venison, honey, and a combination of beef tallow and lard. I don't think there's any berries in this one. The other one we made had some sour raspberries, so we pulled back on the raspberries, added a little honey. It's really good.
That's my boy. Uh-oh. Hi, sweet boy.
Dear Wesley.
It's okay.
Yesterday, honey, we're getting better and better at this. That cool island there with that two little small cabins built right into the rock.
Yeah, really
Wow.
cool. Beautiful little island.
Yeah. Looks like they own all these little islands.
Hey, Wes. So we have been paddling for a couple of hours now, and we've made it about 10 kilometers or more. This section of the French, there's a lot more private property through here, but still beautiful scenery through these parts. We've had nice weather. It's been super calm, not too windy, not too much boat traffic through here, which is also nice. We hope to get near the highway for lunch, and then depending what time that is, we will see if we can push on and make it down into basically into Hartley Bay area tonight. But we'll see what the time is looking like when we get closer to it. Well, we are just approaching the train tracks, so we're making good distance, and it feels good because we're back on schedule now, and this means we will likely be able to do the figure eight loop from Hartley Bay down to Georgian Bay and back, which we originally had planned. So that's great. That's great news. Huddy is excited about it. Yeah! Are you gonna catch us some dinner?
Well, we're just pulling into the French River supply post here, basically the marina. Gonna grab a snack. All right, and we're off.
How's the West Man doing back here? You good, buddy?
Good job, bud. Toy cars and candy bars are just a waste of money. Hey, Holloway, we'll haul away, Joe. Thank you for the flowers. Thank you for the weeds. Just wanted to thank you for the apple trees. Huddy's having a bit of a meltdown. I'm just taking in my surroundings. Little has changed other than there being way larger trees lining this river. Not a whole lot has changed since the days of the Voyageurs, when fur brigades with 30 up to 35 foot long birch bark canoes manned by up to 12 men would paddle the French. They'd start from Lake Nipissing and paddle all the way to the Georgian Bay in a single 18-hour day, running some of the deeper rapids, portaging the rest, carrying enormous loads. They'd start before it was even light out, and they'd end as the sun was setting. And this was part of their route up from Montreal, up the St. Lawrence, up the Ottawa, up the Mattawa, portaging into Lake Nipissing, then the French to Georgian Bay. They follow the north shore, cross the northern side of Manitoulin Island through the North Channel to Sault Ste. Marie, and continue on the north shore of Lake Superior all the way to Grand Portage. And that was this part of the canoe route. There they'd rendezvous with other voyageurs who were bringing furs down from as far north as Lake Athabasca and trade routes in the north, and they'd swap out those furs with trade goods that the voyageurs would bring in, and then they'd do the same route backwards. So they'd paddle there and back in a season. They come back up the French, and then on the way home they go down the Ottawa. And yeah, pretty amazing, and that's why this is a heritage park. French River is a provincial park now. Every provincial park in Ontario has slightly different rules, or some of them are more similar, some of them aren't. But this one, you book campsites for how many nights you want to stay, not a specific campsite, and they're first come, first serve. And you're allowed to bring motorboats here, and there are patches of private property, and some of the bays and that are private as well, and or crown. There's a lot of crown here too, so a bit of a mix. But it's what they call a heritage park, and the reason is that it's a Canadian heritage river for that reason alone, because you know, the river's got such a rich history from the fur trade era, and of course First Nations history with Dokis and Anishinaabe using it, and other indigenous people using it for many years before the fur trade, of course. So very fascinating area, and very cool to imagine and think about how, you know, we're camped in the exact same campsites, many occasions that people were camped at hundreds of years ago. We're just coming up to Recolet Falls. Recolet Falls named after several Recolet priests who drowned here. Several priests drowned here. Well, maybe we should pull up here and I should go scout it out. Yeah, this actually doesn't look that bad. We pulled up to this Recolet Falls portage and portaged the kids around, but then unfortunately after I portaged the kids around, I realized that it's way easier to pull up on the island in the middle of the falls at these water levels. So Tori's opted to just hang out with the kids, and I'm going to paddle up to the island, portage all the gear over the island, and then paddle over and pick them up.
If you're wondering why the camera is so shaky, it's because this thing is holding on to me, or I'm holding on to this thing, and he is very squirmy. So Jim decided he can paddle up to the island and do a short carry over there and paddle over and pick us up. So that's what he's working on. I feel bad that I'm over here not able to help him, but he said the job I'm doing is harder, which is managing this. That one's easier. You're easier. Yay!
That was pretty quick, eh?
Yeah, that was great. Good job.
Not bad.
Hey, bud.
Well, we're coming up to a rapid called First Rapid. It's more of a swift at these levels. We're gonna give her a go with the kids in the boat. It looks super, super easy. I think worst comes to worst, we get hung up. I have to jump out. That's good.
Over there.
Here.
Thank you. Cheers, honey.
Cheers.
Yeah, we're doing it. Tori's just calculating how many clicks we went today. We just rigged up a tight camp. Got some wood. Found a nice dead balsam that was growing in a group of balsams growing tightly together, and a couple of them were starved out for light and just died. So perfect firewood. Took one of those down. Found a dead birch tree, cut a nice big piece of bark off of that. Got a nice fire going, got this tarp rig. Tori took advantage of a small portion of time where it wasn't driving rain, got the tent set up, because unless you set your tent up under a tarp, when it's driving rain it just gets soaked. Managed to get it up without it getting soaked. I got this going. Kids are happy. Tori wrestled warm clothes on them, which was no easy feat.
Wow.
And now we're just chilling by the fire. Tori, how far did we make it today?
So we made it about, I think, 24 kilometers.
Yeah, Baird family, high five!
We went really far.
Yeah,
and also,
Wesley, look at how happy he is.
just to let you know, we only have 50 kilometers left.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So today is Monday, so we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So we're back on, well, very much back on track. We can
We're a
easily
day
do
ahead.
12 kilometers a day and really enjoy the trip.
Oh, but that's all we're supposed to do, so
Yeah.
we're on schedule then.
We're very much on schedule. Like if we wanted to, we could probably take a day off and go beast mode a couple days.
Cool.
And by beast mode, I mean, did you open the crispers already?
I told you about that. I said I got into them, but very lightly.
I don't know if you do anything lately. All right, give me a pot so I can rehydrate this.
Okay.
Keeps going that way. You know? Nothing matters.
Yeah, bud. Oh my god, this kid is so cute. Where's Huddy? There he is. Good morning. Want me to bring his clothes bag over?
Yeah, you gotta get your clothes on, bud.
So today we're getting a really late start, but like if we can make it to there, that would be great, you know? And then we can go down this channel and then come back up
Yeah,
Dallas
because
Rapids.
these are
That's what those other people were doing.
P30, P40. That, and then come back up here.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. Cool. Yeah, I think it's just gonna
And
get
then we
more.
can maybe camp around here.
Okay, yeah. Alright, Wes, you make sure everything's going properly. The usual suspects. Huddy, your face is dirty.
Today. Oh yeah, Wes. You're gonna be protected from the rain in there, you cutie. You look very comfy. Hi. Are you waving? That's your umbrella.
Go on.
Net, Huddy.
Oh, the net. The net, I do.
We're doing it.